A helpless old woman was sitting, and another girl gave her something to eat. The old woman wasn't taking the food in her hand. The girl said, "You eat this." Then she added, "You have troubled me so much. All day I do your work. I put everything in your hand, and still you don't take it." She became very angry at the old woman and started crying. A boy took the old woman somewhere, and they got stuck near a ditch. The girl tried to help lift her up, saying, "You have humiliated me so much." She brought the old woman home. Everyone came and asked the girl, "Why have you left my mother like this?" The girl replied, "This old woman has humiliated me. All day I get humiliated because of her. I do all the housework and all her work too." The two of them started fighting. The old woman said, "Don't fight because of me." The girl replied, "It is because of you. I'm leaving." A man called out to her, but she didn't listen. The boy said to his mother, "I used to tell you she isn't a good person, but you never listened to me." He took the old woman away with him. The girl returned and started fighting again. The old woman asked, "Why do you keep fighting all the time?" The girl said, "Because everything happens because of you." The old woman went somewhere, saying, "May Allah never make anyone dependent on others. One should walk on their own feet and not rely on anyone." As she walked ahead, she got stuck. She tried very hard to get out but couldn't and began crying. A laborer was working nearby. The girl came and said to the boy, "Your mother was going somewhere. If something had happened to her, everyone would have blamed me for not taking care of her. Why don't you ask your mother for money?" The man went to his mother and asked, "Where did you go? If something had happened to you, we would have been responsible." He got angry and said, "Give us money." They tried to take money from her purse. The old woman said no and started crying. The old woman came back and sat. The girl came again to fight with her. The old woman cried and left. The girl brought her wheelchair and said, "Today she won't be spared. She has ruined my life." The girl went to the old woman and said, "Today I'll take you somewhere for a walk. You get bored sitting in the house all day." The old woman happily sat down. The girl took her far away, and there she pushed her into a ditch. The old woman screamed and cried, lying at the bottom. The girl said, "She had made my life a misery," and she left, feeling happy that she was dead and that she was finally free. Later, many people were carrying the old woman's body for the funeral. Many people had gathered. Her son and daughter came and said, "Today we remembered Mom so much. Let's go home." They came toward the house, and the girl quickly pretended to cry and called her mother. They asked the girl, "Where is our mother? We brought gifts for her." The girl cried and said, "Your mother is no longer in this world. She is gone." They were shocked and said, "You didn't even tell us." They became angry and went into their mother's room, crying, "Mom, why did you leave us? Why did you go? Come back to us." They cried a lot. The girl became happy. The siblings searched the whole house for their mother, but she wasn't there. Then they walked on foot to the graveyard and cried at her grave, calling, "Mom, why did you leave us? Why did you go?" They cried terribly, saying she had endured so much pain and suffering, and now they had been left orphaned. They said, "Whoever did this to her will also face something terrible." If you'd like, I can also summarize, rewrite, or turn this into a moral story.